Hey guys, it's Josh from Valor Defense Depot, Lawton, Oklahoma. First, I want to thank you if you're watching this video, following us on YouTube or any of the other platforms that we've got. Trying to make some changes and attack this marketing thing a little more aggressive than we have in the past. So if you would, we're going to be rolling out stuff on a regular basis, but make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on as many platforms as you can. We'll have a bunch of cool content and a bunch of guests that we're going to start bringing in for a bunch of different videos. So today I'm going to give you guys a little tour of the gun shop, did a little after hours shoot, and see what you guys think. If you've got some other information that you'd like or some other content that you'd like to see, if you'll drop it in the comments below, we'll be sure to read everybody's and get back with you. So again, and like us on and help us rate us on Google. We need that to help us with our SEO, is what I'm being told by some of my marketing people. So thanks again, and enjoy the little tour. If you've been in, you've probably seen the nice taxidermy that I added to the store. They're pretty cool. Not something that you see or expect when you walk in a store, but they have everybody ask me, and I'll just be honest, like, these two, I didn't shoot them. Now I've shot two of these, but not that one. I wouldn't put an animal or a taxidermied animal out front of my gun store for all the booger pickers to touch if I shot it. There's not much sentimental value in this. We're calling this one artwork. Same with that one, but the little ibex is cool. Cootie's pretty sweet too. Then we got these up here. These other little creatures that I've got. I got the springbuck, Valor buck, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the last one is. Obviously, they were all auction animals. I did pretty good at a little auction. They had a whole bunch of stuff for sale, so picked up what I could. So going into the second stuff, when you walk in the store, giving you the after hours tour. So you're gonna walk in. This is Valor Defense Depot. First thing you're gonna see is, oh, looky here. What is this? Free stickers. All right, I know some of you guys in the gun industry are sticker whores. Come in and get them, they're free. We made them. This is our 2025 SHOT Show run. We're gonna start changing it up. We're gonna try to do 4 sticker designs a year and then kind of discontinue it. We're gonna pick a topic we'll stick with for the year, and then we'll move on to some other topic for the next year. But if you've got some ideas or you wanna help draw some artwork or help us come up with it, holler at us, send us an email, josh@vddusa.com. Shoot it my way, and maybe I'll pay you for something, some artwork and design. So next thing we do mounting of optics now. So we can mount, level, bore sight your gun here. We recommend you drop it off, but if you need to wait or we sell you a gun and you want us to do it pretty fast, we'll hook it up. Usually get on it pretty quick, but if you got any issues or whatever, you can bring it back, holler at us. We'll do what we can to take care of you. But it's been pretty good so far. It's made it a lot easier. We got a lot of people with issues not being able to find a gunsmith here in Lawton. So try to keep going back. So here in Lawton, the gunsmiths that we've had have either retired, passed away, moved away, a couple different deals. We don't have any really local ones right at the moment. So what I decided to do is we were going to pick up where they left off. Some of them will never be able to be as good at. That's not my goal. My goal is though to be able to offer a basic service here in Lawton that anybody that's needing to can use us. So we're doing right now basic armory work. We're not threading barrels or nothing like that, but I've got some people that I can refer you to that'll be able to get you squared away on that. But we'll go back to the deal. I'll keep flipping it back and forth. It's the first time I really mess with this DJI Osmo, and tried to do one where I could do a selfie. I'm not big on camera or selfie. You'll notice I'm using all the other suckers around when I do our videos. You're not going to see my face a whole lot, so lucky you. All right, rolling back. All right, so first case we come to is going to be our optics case. We usually roll, we're running pretty thin right now. This is the first week after the first of the year. The last week of the year, we stop ordering product, try to burn down some of our inventory just because if not, we're paying taxes on it, and I don't like giving Uncle Sam any more than he needs. So right now we're kind of low, but we'll have it restocked by next week. I'll have a bunch of good stuff. We stock Leopold, SIG, EOTech, Aimpoint, Steiner, Oh man, I'm trying to think, all kinds of other brands. There's, like I said, I'm kind of limited at the moment, but we got optics that range under $100 up to optics that are in the $3,000 range. So we can get you situated. Lots of red dots. We got the new Trigicon RCRs, Trigicon HDs, Aimpoint Acro, the EOTech EXPSs, or EXPS 2-0, XPS 2-0s, the TANs, the Romeo 4Ts, and then we do a bunch of mounts too, good stuff. We got the GBRS mounts. We're direct with Unity, so we've got the Unity mounts and switches. Got some Noveski stuff in here. We're in the night vision pretty heavy. We signed up with TNVC, so we've got Nortros mounts, Wilcox G24s, Wilcox G11s. You know, anything that really night vision wise that you want. We do use Princeton Tech lights, so if you've got some helmets that you need to get situated and whatnot, we can get those taken care of. Knives, we're down with just a few knives. We'll stop back up. We usually have about 3 or 4 whole entire display cases full of knives, so we'll get those back up and rolling now that we're past the first part of the year. So we'll have rangefinders. We always have Leopold, some SIG rangefinding binoculars we usually keep. The SIGs are sweet. The SIG Kilo 3000s have been really impressive. My experience in the field, they've been one of the best range-finding optic combo. The optic isn't, you know, as good as like Swarovski or something of that nature, but the rangefinder will outperform almost everything I've thrown it up against. My Revic rangefinder is the only one that would be an exception. So as you can see, we got some blanks up there. Those are going to end by Monday. Monday our shipment's due in. We'll have more guns than we will holes on the wall, so it'll be fully stocked back in the store. Everything from affordable ARs starting in probably the $400 range and going up from there to some of the real high-end stuff. Go back down here to the display case though. We're going to be rocking a whole bunch of the Glocks. So we're real heavy in Glock. We're a Glock Blue Label dealer, but we're also one of their top dealers for the amount of Glocks that we sell in store. We also have some used guns at the bottom. This is our used gun shelf that we put at the bottom. We're not really known for carrying about a bunch of used stuff, but we do carry some. We also offer consignment. So if you're needing to sell something, I like giving you more than one chance. People come in and ask me, like, how much will I give them for something? Well, unless we're looking for it, I try to be honest, and I would rather you put it on consignment. I'll get you what you're asking for instead of what I'm willing to give, because usually if I'm willing to buy something, it's either I've got to have a personal interest in it, or I'm going to have to make money. And if I'm making money, I'm going to do it where I'm on the conservative side to make sure if I have to fire sell it, I still am going to at least break even or come out ahead. And the only way to do that is by me being conservative. So that's my transparent clause. I'd rather be transparent with everybody than you think I'm just trying to get you. So consignment's the secondary option, and I recommend it usually first. Is if let's put it up here for sale under your name, and once we sell it, we'll cut you a check. We'll take a little piece of it, but we can set the price where you're happy. So that would be that case. So then we come over here, we're gonna roll into our 1911s. 1911s and revolvers are on our next case. Like I said, we're a little thin on everything at the moment just because of how we've been rolling. At the end of the year, we don't ever stock a whole bunch, but we've got now always nice Smith & Wessons, nice Colts, Taurus revolvers, and we even do some of the cheaper stuff. Some Rossies from time to time, but Chiappas are cool. The Taurus Raging Hunters, we don't get those all the time. They had some in stock, so we've made sure we picked them up. Nice, a lot of the nice little Smith & Wesson concealable bodyguards, whether they're the 642s or the M&P series. Then we go with the Rugers, the Red Hawks, and stuff like that. Just to kind of give you a little bit better of an idea. And then we'll run into the 1911s. I mean, who does not need, they call it the Bel Air blue, but I'm calling it the Tiffany blue. And then we're gonna keep rolling until we get past the Raptor and some of the other ones. We've got some pretty good price 1911s. Like I said, we'll be filling up some more of those. Then what we're known for, we are your silencer destination. You are not gonna find a dealer in Southwest Oklahoma, and probably all of Oklahoma, that has a larger selection and inventory of silencers. This is a small peek at what we offer. Every one of these silencers is a different make and model. These are all usually demo silencers. We usually have multiples in the back of the actual same thing that's unfired, unhandled. We don't like selling you something that we've touched and handed to 10 customers, or that we've got a bunch of knocking down and stuff like that. Everything we sell you is going to be new in box, unhandled, unless we otherwise specify. When we run down or don't have anything left, if somebody's needing something and we can't reorder a new one, then we're going to go ahead and get you guys whatever we can as fast, as long as you're good with that. But we try to make it a habit to sell everything that's new in the box first, it's in the back, and then move to these. We've got everything from Hooks Works to Knights Armament to Surefire, Diligent Defense, Dead Air, Silencer Co., Rugged, let's see what else. We got Poloniums, we got Resilient Armaments, Q. Man, I've been a big fan of Q here lately. Not everybody is on that bandwagon, but I'll tell you, it's performed or outperformed everything that I expected. It went from the silencer that I really wasn't real sure about, so I never really jumped in on them. I'd heard rad rumors and stuff, but I was like, the 8.6 intrigued me, so I decided I bought one of the Q-Fix SBRs. We've actually got another one right here on the wall. I ended up going with that exact rifle. Went with a pork chop from Q. It's also an 8.6. It mounts directly on their Plan B that's mounted onto the gun. And then I mounted with a Badger Ordnance mount, a Leopold Mark V, and I will tell you, it is an absolute beast, and it is impressively quiet. There's a lot of engineering that goes into that gun, and that silencers that they use to put on them. It's super lightweight, which is big for me. I do a lot of hunting. I don't want to take something that is heavy or bulky back anywhere if I'm walking around. So that's the solution for that. But I'll get more to that probably in another video on we start talking about the product. But back to the silencers. Pistol cans, 22 cans, rimfire cans, full auto cans, bolt gun cans, 3D printed cans, titanium cans. We've got it all. I've got them for every caliber that you could want. I don't have any 50 cal minus the one 50 cal in stock at the moment. I can get them, that's not a problem. We just don't have very many customers with 50, so it's not really good business decision for me to keep them in stock. They're a little pricey. They're probably in that $2,000 to $3,000 range. We do have the 12 gauge can though, so all you duck hunters or dove hunters or quail hunters or pheasant hunters, roll with the Salvo 12. It's been pretty amazing. I keep one myself. Only thing I would say is if you're a duck hunter, you better make sure your buddies get one too, because if you're the only guy in the blind rolling with the silencer, you're still gonna be deaf. So. All right, we'll move out of the silencers. Like I said, big supporter, Silencer Co. and Dead Air. Last shout out to them. And then I'd say Q probably come in pretty close to my third place if I was gonna say on our top seller cans. All right, now we're gonna move to the next case. The next case we're gonna have over here is usually, or not usually, it's our SIG, Smith & Wesson, some Ruger, and some HK guns. So there's some nicer stuff in here. Got stuff like the rainbow colored SIG P365 to some of the other P365s. The P365 is our #2 top seller. There's a couple different variants of it. You got the P365 XLs, and then you've got regular P365s, and you got the Rose, or excuse me, the Fuse. There's a Rose one that they're doing now. There's a few other special editions, but just the traditional P365 and P365 XL. Actually, in the macro's taken off. Those we cannot keep in stock, so we usually try to order several of them at a time. Then we're going to move. We got some CZ stuff. We've got some HK, multiple HK models. I'm an HK fanboy, not going to lie. Their Space Magic has been pretty cool. I have had probably the least amount of issues out of anything. It'd be HK product. It's consistently good, consistently expensive, but it's consistently accurate and has always handled the job. So I like some HK stuff. I have a pretty decent little selection. So then we've got some of the little smaller compact handguns down here at the bottom, to where also got one of the it's a Browning high power look-alike type thing with case hardened. It's pretty cool looking little handgun. It's if you like the Browning high powers and that design, these are awesome. These are good price, good for shooting. If you're gonna buy one, they're not the $1,000 plus FNs that they came out with. So anyways, so we'll back up, roll over here to the next one. We're now rocking the gun case that's going to have the other set of guns and higher end brands. So we've got some Canics. We got the TTI Combat. That one's a new release. You then have the SFX Rival S. I don't know about that one, but I guess somebody likes it. Then we've got the new Rugers, the Magpul Ruger on the Glock Gen 3 design. Everybody's doing it, so I guess why not Ruger? They are pretty sweet though. They've made some pretty good adjustments to it to tweak that model. Then we're going to have the F&H Tactical is probably one of the other best handguns that's out for putting a suppressor and red dot on. It's a full size 45, plenty of room for your hands and stuff when you're holding it. You get the full deal. Go back down here, we got some of the little bitty Smith & Wesson concealed carry guns. They're going to be the Bodyguard 2.0s, things like that. Regular Smith & Wesson 2.0s, M&P 2.0s, and then we've got the 5.7 model Smith & Wesson M&Ps. Just some couple Kel-Tecs, just for something a little less expensive in case you're not looking for it. We stock threaded barrels. Again, we stock so many silencers, we have to stock threaded barrels. We've got a few different manufacturers on different ones, but we also have different calibers, different model, the guns they fit, and different thread patterns. Have one or two used guns over here, and then it's like, oh, the trusty High Point. Everybody needs a yeet cannon. We got one here for you waiting. So sad that there's actually a cheaper gun in the store, but it's still pretty sick. So got to come get that. Throw you a silencer on it. So the boys in the hood can't see you or hear you coming. Then we've got the rest of the handguns down here. Some of these are 22s, so they're good imitation gun for practice and cheap ammo. Even though 22 is not really cheap nowadays. Ruger Mark IVs, super popular gun. This one's kind of got the purple tint, threaded barrel. Then you got the Target model, and then the last one is the Century Armor Arms Core XTM 22. Pretty cool, smooth shooting gun. All right, we're gonna roll over here to the last little bit of display cases. This one we've got some of the high-end optics from Aimpoint in. We've got Steiner's, what we start with. Then we're gonna move to the EOTech EOLAD, where it's got the laser built in. And then we're gonna move to some magnifiers. We have Aimpoint and EOTech magnifiers in store, since we are direct with both manufacturers. You'll see that we have some of the Comp M5s, Comp M5Ss, T2s, the Aimpoint Pros, everything, the Trijicon MROs. What else we got in here? Quite a few different little things. A couple other handguns. We started selling Mod Light, so we are now direct with Mod Light. So any of your Mod Light needs, come holler at us. We'll definitely help you out. We've had some agencies that started wanting them, so we decided we start stocking them, and they've done great. We're already down to like 1 or 2 lights left before we're gonna have to reorder. These are the SIG binos I was telling you about. I got a set of regular ones in store, and then we've got the range finding bino. They are by far the best range finding capability I've had in a bino. That's usually it's just a little over $1,000, but they're well worth it. We keep high-end mounts in stock, so we've got Unity, I've got Sig Sauer, I've got Badger Ordnance, and some other brands, so we've got those. Thermals, we have a few thermals that we keep on hand. We have the military LE grade EOTech thermals. You can see the one that's in there, that's an expensive thermal. We're talking, it's full retail is like $13,000. We're selling it for under that just because I've had it, and it's still a brand new one, but it's been the most impressive thermal that I've ever looked through or used and fielded, so it definitely worth it. The AGM, got some Hollow Sun, don't recommend to most people, but y'all can say what you want. And then we've got the Swarovski one, mounts on front. It's a pretty good price for the quality of what you're getting with Swaro. PVS 14, have PVS 14s in stock. Like I said, we do night vision and stuff like that. We sell them direct from TNVC. That's a green one. We can order a bunch of other stuff. I got some dual tubes coming this week for a customer. We've even had the Pano quads everybody sees. So like I said, holler if you're needing some NVGs. That's what we do. A few more silencers out of our case. These are some of our better price silencers. They're Diligent Defense, and then Yankee Hill, and some other ones, just a couple others that we had from some of our sales that we've had going on. We are on the process of restocking, but we are the Blue Label dealer for Southwest Oklahoma. You're not going to find anybody with more in stock at any time. Where now, like I said, we're a little low because of the first part of the year, but we stock back up here this next week, so we'll have more Blue Labels on hand than pretty much anybody else around, and we keep that up, and we sell them at Blue Label price too. We don't mark them up on you to where there's really no difference. You pay the lowest Blue Label price they allow us to sell them at. So the hold on real quick. There we go. Do it again this way. All right. So that was all the cases that I've got out here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around and show you the walls. We'll kind of go over the walls and what all we put here. May stop and do a part 2 at some point because the video's already getting pretty long. 20 minutes of walking around just telling you nothing. You're probably like, shut up, dude. But I got to do something, need some content, and most people kind of want to know. That gives you the kind of the layout. So if you were to come in the store and want something, you're going to know kind of where to go, what to ask for. If I covered it, then great. If I didn't, leave me some comments in the thing or in the comment section below. I'll be sure to read them, and then we'll put out some other videos to kind of help you get there. So we're going to move back to the wall now, and I'll start going through what all we've got over there. So check it out. All right, so we get over here to the corner. We're going to say we have, I don't even know how you say it. I call it Kopfenegger. As you can see, that's the brand. We have their tripods. That's one of the best-selling tripods we've got. We've got them in aluminum and carbon fiber, and we run the Reaper grips on them. I love Arca. Arca's king, but if you don't have an Arca mount on your gun, you're worthless. So I have these always with me whenever I'm out hunting or out in the field, and I also always keep my Arca one, so it just depends on what rifle I'm carrying out there. Then you'll notice our mascot over here, so be careful, the Panda Man. If you try to take something into this corner, he'll get you. So we still, OpsCore bump helmets. We do also have, you'll see back there, we have ballistic helmets. We can actually get ballistic ones for anybody that actually needs a ballistic helmet. But for night vision, most of the time I recommend people roll with the bump helmet. It's gonna keep you from having something really, really heavy on your head when the pigs don't shoot back in the dark. So we also stock the Pelican cases, Storm cases. We're down, like I said, right now inventory's down. Usually have a couple more over here in the back. Crossbow, I'm keeping crossbow or 2 in stock at all times. We've had a few requests for some archery stuff. They don't seem to last very long, so it's been pretty good. One of the new ones we stocked, my boy Yuli said that this brand was pretty sweet and reached out to him. So shout out to Core Essentials. Your belts have been good, and we've had great feedback, and everybody that's got one of the duty belts has absolutely loved it. So they've been a big hit. We've even had some agencies change to their standard issue stuff to that Core Essentials belt. Highly recommend them. The quality's been good. The feedback we're getting is even better. So I'm looking forward to a long relationship. This is, I don't sell normal body armor to civilians as far as my LE stuff. My manufacturer for my LE body armor does not want, I think it's the capacity. They're not designed and set up for body armor that is for civilian use. Nothing against them, it's just they design it around wearing a uniform with a duty belt. It's very specific measurements and things to take into account on that. So what I did is also, some of the departments require their officers to buy their own vests. Some of these places don't pay real well. So what we did is we found a vest company that offers good protection, that'll get them in a vest, because a cheap vest is better than no vest. Still recommend, if it's LE, going to the LE grade stuff, but this is still NIJ certified, and it is also 3A bullet protection. It is stab and slash protective. It comes with a concealable. You can put it in an external if you want to get one, but the bullet safe stuff, it works. It's not something I'd recommend usually for duty use, but if that's what you can afford in your situation, then go with it. We have cat tourniquets, we have hunting stuff. I've got targets, I've got slingshots, I've got broadheads, cheap scopes, expensive scopes, stabilizers for bow, sights for compound bows. I have cameras, solars for the cameras from Tacticam. These things have been the absolute best camera that I have dealt with in system, so I've been totally happy. You do the whole system now. You do the lithium battery, the solar, the camera, and then the braided cable, and you're good to go. So now, next thing up is I got some LaRue tactical rails. We keep 3 different sizes of quad rails in stock, best rail on the market. If you're the old school guy, I still kind of like it. That's what got me started into guns, and next thing you know, 20 years later, I'm selling guns, or not 12 or 20, but maybe 15 years. I own my own store, and I'm doing podcasts and reviews of my stuff so late at night. So kind of weird, but whatever. It's what got me started. So then we'll move, we got some uppers. We will have more uppers than what I just showed you. These are different calibers, different manufacturers, different setups. Everybody has something different. It's hard to stock them for all, but if we don't have it, we can get it. When the Turkish shotgun war. So one thing we stock heavily, and it's just due to they sell faster than I can put them in the store, is the old Turkish shotguns. So we've got quite a few. We got side-by-side shotguns, Remington 870s with lowers. We have a good selection of lowers available right now. Everything from cheap to some of the higher end stuff. It's got ambi controls. Everything Sons of Liberty, L9 to Silencer Co, Aero Precision, we're direct with them. I've even got some PWS stuff coming in this next week. So Battle Development, there's another brand. So that's a pretty decent selection for different lowers. So you've got pretty much whatever you want. We'll figure out how to get you squared away. Our other thing, obviously, with all the silencers we do, you have to have the mounts and adapters. Well, the worst thing I found out is when I don't have the right adapter, but I've got the silencer and the customer doesn't want to buy the silencer because we have no way to mount it on their gun. Silencers are coming back in anywhere from 2 to 3 days to a couple weeks right now for about the longest wait. So we've never had times like these. So people, if they cannot buy an adapter, that means it doesn't matter how short their weight is on their can for the tax stamp, they're not gonna be able to use it if we don't have the right mount. So I believe in stocking up heavy on mounts and accessories for the silencers. So as you can see, we have tons of mounts and adapters and barrels and flash hiders and end caps to fixed barrel mount. I mean, like, we have it all. That's been a big deal. I've got also silencer wraps. My guys are really bad about trying to remind people when you buy your silencer and pick it up, you probably ought to consider a wrap, a heat wrap, because what happens when you shoot a few rounds through a silencer? It catches all the gas, so it heats up fast. And then when you're looking at 300 yards through your magnified optic, you can't see anything because it looks like a bunch of waves. So that is a very important accessory. I recommend highly that you get if you're planning on shooting, even on a hunting deal where you're like, I'm only shooting a couple rounds, you're really gonna wanna wrap, because if you're shooting a couple rounds at a long distance, your magnification is gonna make the Mirage about 10 times worse and in a hurry. So, but again, we have all these different brands. Hard to find stuff a lot of the time. I mean, we've got old school AAC, Surefire, Q, Silencer Co, Dead Air, you name it, Rugged, YHM, we've got it here, Huxworks, everything. So one of the favorites as we're getting into the winter time is the old flamethrowers. We have sold a ton of the flamethrowers. So holler at us when you're ready, but there is not a more popular way to clear snow off driveways, sidewalks, etc. than the flamethrower. Your neighbors will love you. The entertainment, at least, is one hell of a ride. So back to the shotguns. Got the Beretta 1301 Tacticals. Those are the ones they are going to stop making and importing into the U.S. They're not stopping making them, they're stopping them into the U.S. They'll pick it back up, so not trying to fearmonger you. They're just have to switch some stuff. The import rules have kind of changed on them. So then some other semi-auto tactical shotguns and other stuff. And then we move back to the Turkish. Oh, you like that M81 camo? You better holler at us, because those don't last long. It's the last one we've got. And those are harder to get, believe it or not. Still priced sub $400 too. So a couple more. Then we move, here's one more flamethrower. This is a new design one. This one up here, this actually arcs like a taser. So this one, we took the battery out because the first time we let a customer try it, they almost tased their friend. So we're done with that. You can take it home and tase your friend. Hell, you can tase your friend in the store as long as you buy it. Don't tase them before you buy it though. I don't need it being my problem. Then these are the over-under shotguns. We got some hunting ones. They are the budget-friendly versions. We do not stock a lot of the high-end double barrel shotguns, just because our clientele is normally not coming here if you're looking for, like, you know, a Satori or 828U, or you're starting to get the high-end Berettas and stuff like that, or you go, you know, Krieghoff and stuff. Those are not probably going to be found here a lot. So. But we do carry a lot of the Berettas and stuff, just as the more hunting semi-auto versions of it, and then the tactical stuff is kind of what we're known for. So that would be the, that's actually going to be the whole end of the first wall that we've got in here. When you first walk in, that's kind of what you're looking at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go now to the main wall, where I have majority of the tactical guns and things like that, rifles, bolt action, semi-auto, those all fall on this wall. So we'll switch it over there. So when you first start, you know, left to right, we're going to roll with our higher end bolt guns. They're all going to be over here. Everything from Sig Crosses to some HS Precision stuff, Brownings, the Rugers. The Rugers have been knock out of the park. The Ruger Gen 2, the Ruger American Gen 2, it doesn't matter what caliber, out of the box, performance wise, price effectiveness, they are the most price effective gun you're going to find that shoots as good as they are. There's nothing else even close. I mean, I say there is nothing close. There's a few of them that are around there, but accuracy-wise, it is just incredible, the reviews that they get from everybody. I've shot a couple, haven't spent a ton of time behind them, but every bit of my experience behind them has been pleasant. And I mean, we've even got, like I said, this Howa. It's a 6.5 PRC carbon barrel. I mean, threaded carbon, 6.5 PRC, sitting in a Hogue stock. This gun is sub $800. You're not going to find a carbon 6.5 PRC in that price range. We have put that one on sale for the holidays, so don't miss your opportunity at it. But then we go to the nicer Browning selection that we have. We got everything from 6.5 Creedmoor, 28 Nosler, 6.5 PRC, some really cool caliber stuff. We got some 7 mag Brownings, and Bergara, that's the other brand we sell a ton of. The favorite one I've got up here right now is going to be this Bergara. It is the Premier Series Crest Carbon, and it's a 7 PRC, super lightweight. I have some really high-end bolt guns. I've got some Gunworks. I've got a McWhorter custom rifle, and they are very nice weapons, but they are much more expensive than this. And to be completely honest with you, as far as the hold and the feel of it, I cannot tell a difference. Now, they probably shoot a little different, not gonna lie, but I haven't tried this one out. I don't know if I'm a good enough shot for it to make a difference. That's the biggest deal, is if you can't outshoot your gun, then there's not really a big issue about, you know, which one is it, or is it better or not. Like, if I can't outshoot it, then what's it matter? So, other couple guns, we got the P90s. We're real big into tactical stuff, like I said. Then we do short barrel rifles. So we're still stocking Noveske. Don't stock a ton of them anymore. It kind of slowed down. There was a big hype for a while. We're first ones in the area to be dealer direct with Noveske. Brought it. I know there's some competitors have tried swooping in now, and that's cool. We already got everybody their Noveskes, so we're moving on to the next brand, guys. Q Firearms. Q's got some awesome stuff out. The Sugar Weasels are their price competitive one without sacrificing too much of quality. The quality, they stayed good, but what they did was they brought down common things like the receiver sets. If you can see the receiver sets, They all have the little keyhole marking on them, so they're forged receivers from just the same standard manufacturer that makes a bunch of other receivers for other companies. When you get into their higher end stuff, from the Sugar Weasel, you go to the Honey Badger series. The Honey Badger are a lot more custom. You'll notice there's no forward assist, the brass deflectors minimized, there's no dust cover. These were made for specific purposes, and with that specific purpose in mind, they don't need those kind of things. And to be honest with you, most of us commercial civilian users, we don't need them either. We're not getting shot at in a sandbox, so most of it's an additional weight that is absolutely unnecessary. So we also sell Maxim Defense. They make some pretty sweet guns. We've got the cheaper versions and the more expensive versions. Just depends whether it's a forged receiver or a billet. Big difference in the price. We then have the Q Mini Fix in 300 blackout, and then the Q Fix in 8.6 blackout. That's 12-inch SBR, and the other one is an 8-inch SBR. You're not going to find a sweeter bolt action. They are almost a straight pull. Use a little short throw up, and then straight out, and then just this little turn down. That's it. Super awesome gun. Got one. I'm hunting with it every weekend right now, and it is proving itself to be one of my favorites at this point. Before we jump up too much further, let's take a look real quick. As you can see, look at all the ammo we're rolling with. These are all, every compartment has multiple brands, multiple calibers. We try to stock hard to find stuff. There's not many stores around here that you're gonna walk in and say, hey, I need 224 Valkyrie. Hey, there's some 22 250. What about 6 ARC? We got 6 ARC down here too. So we've got a little bit of everything. We got 5.7 ammo. We've got 50 AE. 500 Smith & Wesson, no problem. Just in case you're getting really bored, you know, we've got some of the 45 long Colt, 44 mag. You can start practicing your cowboy action stuff. There's a lot of people actually do that around here. So pretty cool seeing them go back, do the whole dress up thing or whatnot and enjoy it. I'm glad they enjoy that. 6.8 Western, we keep even some of that in stock. 6.8, 28 Nosler. Man, we've got it all. 8.6 blackout. We signed up with Gorilla, so we're direct with Gorilla. If you need 8.6, we're your place. And all you guys, I know it's a super popular round, the 280 Ackley improved. Just holler at us. We'll probably got the only 2 boxes in this region of the entire state, but we've got it for if you need it. So we got gun cleaning gear and stuff. We also got Gorilla 300 blackout too. So everything from 5.45 by 3.9 to, 6.5 by 55 Swede. So there's not much that we don't have as far as that stuff goes. Then we're going to get to where we have some of the older rifles. We've got some. We try to buy stuff at auction from time to time just so we can kind of have a little bit different variety, not just all brand new guns, but add a little bit of character to it. Some of the older guns. We even got your grandpa's flintlock in here, but I don't think it's really a flintlock. I think it's just the old black powder or something. I probably wouldn't shoot it, honestly. But you can do what you want. After it's your gun, I'm just telling you, that's what I probably wouldn't mess with it. Just a wall hanger. Big into lever guns. We've got a lot. Right now we're low. We actually, as you can see, there's some holes right here. Majority of those are caused from lever guns being gone. We've got some on order, and they just be a couple days and they'll be here. Got AR-10s, so you've got everything from the DPMS. That way we've got some price efficient to we've got the SIG treads. We usually have the S-FARs. I'm not seeing one right at the moment. Those are the most popular AR-10 style that we've sold here quite a while. I have a European drilling rifle up here. So if you haven't ever seen the European drilling rifle, this sucker's got 3 barrels, 2 triggers. It's actually got flip-up sights. It also has cocking indicators on it. It is unique for sure. I don't know if you can see all 3 barrels. There's 3 barrels there. But it's pretty neat. We got shotgun ammo, we got steel shot, we got lead shot, we got buckshot, we got bird shot. We got all kinds of shot. So whatever shot you're needing to shoot, you just come holler at us and we'll get you all squared away. That and then your
444 Marlin. We've got it, 8325 WSM. So that'll be all that. And then we're gonna go to our last wall for the showroom. It's a little longer video than I traditionally do, but I think, let's go. So we kind of went over what we had. We're real low on this wall. This is our AK wall typically, and then we put some of our higher end guns. You can see we got an LWRC up there, POF, some of the higher end stuff, but we also throw some of our less expensive ARs over here to help break up the monotony. But we also have, when you shop here, a large selection of mounts for your optics, rings, mounts, iron sights, flip ups, metal, plastic, polymer. We've got it all. We have the largest selection of AR mags, I promise you, probably anywhere. I'm close to probably 20,000 mags in store at any time. Everything from Lancers to Magpuls to, hell, I don't even know some of the other brands that we've got, like MFT to Pro Mag. We got it all. Mainly Magpul and Lancer are the two primary ones that we go with. But seriously, we are, at any point, we probably have about 20,000 magazines in stock. Got the Magpul drum mags, so if you haven't rolled with one of those, I've got a pretty good deal on the D50s, so holler at us if you're needing some of those. So triggers, we're big with triggers. Geisley triggers, LaRue triggers. We got blaster guts and safety selectors from Sons of Liberty. We've got charging handles. We're rocking all the good stuff. Geisley, Silencer Co., Radian. We've got the SDs. We've got the regular Raptors. We've got the colored ones. We started doing some other bolts, so we went manufacturer direct on these. A lot of these bolts are going to come from the place that makes the bolt for most of the manufacturer. Most manufacturers don't probably build their own, they source them out. Well, we went straight to the, what I would say would be the source, and Toolcraft is where we buy our bolts. We have them with the nickel coated, we have the gold, and then we have the black nickel coated ones. They're, I think there's a technical term for that I'm probably screwing totally up. The titanium nitrate, excuse me. I knew there was some technical word for it. So that's what we're doing. We got Radian selectors to parts kit stuff, buffer tubes. These are some of our specialty Duramags. They're some of our specialty calibers. So you have 350 Legend, 6.5 Grendel, 450 Legend, 7.62 by 39. We've got them all. Slings, we have slings. We have lots of slings, G-slings, camo slings, other slings, G-slings, and G-slings. G-slings, if I didn't say G, did I say G? I think I said G-slings, my bad. Vickers slings, we've got, those have been pretty popular. Most of our LE builds and guns we sell do those. Then we got shield arms, mags for the Glocks. Those things, they sell incredibly well. And we've got the right releases for them. You want to make sure you change that out. When you put that metal mag in there, you'll wear out your mag release if you don't put the right one in there. TTI, anybody heard of Terran Tactical? Well, we've got their base plates, a lot of them. We've got them everything from pistols to rifles. That's different colors and everything like that, some Noveski stuff. Also, if you got a less than lethal shotgun, we got one left, one stock combo set. We bought a bunch for an agency. We had one additional one, so we've kept it in store. So that's what we've got far as all that goes. So roll back to me. Didn't want to make that. I was going to let you not have to look at me no more. We're going to walk through one more time. I'm going to show you kind of some other stuff that we've been doing. I've started trying to get advertising a little better, so we started making chamber flags. These chamber flags are for you to put in your gun whenever you're walking in a store or you're in a training event or something, or even at the range, put it in your chamber. Everybody knows your gun's unloaded. So these we had marked with our logo and stuff. Also has our website on the back. If you'll take a look check out our website. We got a vlog on there. We're trying to do a little bit more media and stuff. That way everybody can kind of participate. If you've got some comments or some feedback, we'd love to hear from you. That's the only way we can make this thing better. I'm really trying. It's just, you know, we're limited time. There's only so many hours in a day. That's why I'm up here at like 10 o'clock at night trying to film this. So no big deal. But I've got a little more to show you before we get out of here. I get questions sometimes about like how much inventory do we really have? Some people don't understand, like we are busting at the seams and we always have been. Built this thing from the ground up just to, I mean, better supply us. Like we don't have enough good quality gun stores, honestly, almost anywhere. So my goal, because that was the one thing I enjoyed, was to make sure I brought us quality stuff that you can't buy at your regular big box store. I'm not afraid of the government or anything else. So for my thought is I'll bring in the stuff that these big box stores don't want to get involved in because of the politics involved and all the other stuff that scares them off, the black guns and they're so mean and evil. Like we don't do that crap here. Like we're selling you what you want to protect yourself and your family. You have every right to do that as an American, and we're going to make sure that we help do that for everybody that needs it. So last little bit though is we'll show you some of the inventory that we have. We've got quite a bit of silencer accessories, as I was telling you earlier, just because we've been doing silencers. I started that 15 years ago, did it out of my house for years, and then finally it just got too busy and I had to open a store. So we'll give you kind of a little preview or a little sneak peek of, these are all silencer adapters. Over in the corner you can see obviously there's some cameras and stuff, but we have an absolute ton of adapters. So I've even got more stuff over here. If you can see, just like that whole wall is full of mags and other silencer adapters and everything else. Our back room is absolutely busting at the seams. So we'll probably make some type of adjustments here soon. I'm kind of excited. We picked up a unit down the way that we're going to turn into a little podcast studio. So I'm gonna start bringing in some guests, even some people from around here, including some people from not around here that are with my manufacturers. We want to bring you the content that you want. So if you can do me a favor, leave it in the comments and subscribe to my channel, please, if you can. Also, maybe pass it along, share it with your friends. The only way this is gonna work and get better is if we get your help. So I appreciate everybody's time today. Thank you for being a customer and following us here at Valor Defense Depot in Lawton, Oklahoma. Remember, check me out on YouTube. I think we've also got, right now, we've kind of got a Facebook account. We keep getting whacked, which you're probably used to that by most people. We've got an Instagram and an X for sure. X has been the easiest one to work with. TikTok I'm playing around with. We're gonna get a link tree, help us put it all together. But for now, that's what I've got. So thank you. And as soon as you can, help me spread the word and we'll get this channel kicked off and we'll start some better content. Have a good day.